Went from Nazis to Jews like that.
When you go upstairs to scare my wife, you can pick. Well, the masks, they're all my sons. So she might know, like, well, no guy's gonna break into the house and have like a Boba Fett mask on. They're gonna know. She's gonna know that that's Jackie or Meredith's mask. So,
can you get me a towel? I could probably tie a makeshift turban.
Oh my God, that would be great. But you know what? If I poke holes in the towel, can you just put it across your face like a mummy man?
We could do that too.
Really?
Do that too.
What song should I cue up when you come in and do this damage?
Let's see what we can go with.
I mean, Singing in the Rain's the go-to because of Clockwork Orange, but
we can go with something. You want it to be happy and merry.
Yeah.
To kind of offset the scariness of it.
Also, it's a jolly holiday for Mary. Something from like Mary Poppins.
Maybe we can get little Engelbert, Blue Spanish Eyes.
I love to laugh. Hey, before Russell goes home, Angie, you let him. I know you let him teabag you, but see if you can get his balls around your ears. And I don't know if it was me because. Why not?
No, my ears are too big.
Hey,
you haven't seen his balls.
Don't judge your ears like that.
I'll go for it.
You know what I like to do is I like to hang my balls outside of the front flap of my boxers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I mean that way.
He's not talking about a chai tea bag.
This way you don't have to worry about the other parts of me touching you. It's just nuts.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Have you ever put your nuts in someone's hole?
No, I'm scared of hurting them.
How do you actually...
You don't want them to clench.
I've seen you with like how guys rehabilitate their shoulders, like pitchers, they use those bands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you incorporate a band workout to your balls.
You kind of just want to support them.
Right.
And then...
It always it starts slipping
You
away.
can lose a nut, like we're doing, not like for good, but just like one can...
Yeah.
Remember those little... what were they called? Those little furry things that they used to sell in the mall, and they would have a string and it would look like a caterpillar that would...
Yeah, crazy worms.
Yeah. Like when I'm holding my balls like that, it's kind of like one ball's trying to do the crazy worm, and one's chilling because it's got like good posturing. One's got good, it's got a good posture. This one, it stands erect. Or
hey, when you talk to Kung Lee when you get home, and you're gonna go like, if he listens to the podcast, and I'm doing like the Asian accent, make sure he knows it's because I really don't like Asians.
I'm actually gonna tell him that you were holding your eyes really tight when you were doing it.
Yeah, I want him to know exactly what I was doing.
Yeah. and then hiding in a tree with a shotgun.
Shotgun?
Okay, he's Vietnamese.
AK-47?
Is that what it was?
Fuck.
Or
Tell him
bamboo
I'm
pole.
so racist. I didn't even get my weapon. I had a blowgun.
Yeah.
And you were like, "No, Jay, that's the Keto tribe from Central America." And I'm like, "Korean keto? What's the difference?"
Vietnamese, Vietnamese, whatever.
Japanese kidneys. Whoa, look at these, honey.
I remember doing that as a kid. Chinese, dirty knees, what are these?
Still funny to me.
Yeah.
How old your what?
I just realized Bam Bam did cry. Boom Boom did cry.
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
Boom,
Bam
boom.
Bam cried too.
Bam Bam cried.
Boom Boom did cry.
He cried a couple times.
You're right. I'm sorry. I messed up.
Where does he live? Out here?
Yeah, he lives in Santa Monica. He's got a restaurant, Il Forno.
Is that his?
Yeah.
I went there the other day for dinner.
Really?
Yeah. Right across the street from the pier.
He's the sweetest guy
I went
in
there
the world.
Saturday.
He's the sweetest guy in the world. And he retired at 24, dude.
Yeah, he retired way early.
That's when guys turn pro.
Yeah, well, they should be.
Who's your favorite fighter right now? Bromer?
Adrian Broner?
Yeah.
I find Broner a little too cocky.
Yeah.
He wants to be.
But when you're eating chicken, when you're eating like an Egg McMuffin sandwich and playing Madden and drinking a Guinness before your fight, and then you go out and just beat the shit out of somebody, that's kind of cool.
It's kind of like he wants to be Mayweather so bad.
Yeah, but Mayweather would never do what Bromer's doing.
Yeah.
Mayweather would never.
You know what turned me off Broner? At his last fight, he walked in the ring with Waka Flocka. And I was like, yeah, you just fucking lost a fan, kid.
Who's your favorite fighter, active fighter?
Active fighter right now. I'm going to go with Martinez, and I'm excited about that fight.
I got to tell you, that kid Garcia knocking out Amir Khan.
I was at that fight.
I-
Amir's my buddy.
What?
Amir's one of my good friends.
I got to tell you, he's probably pretty depressed. And I heard he wants to fire Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach didn't get caught by a journeyman Mexican fighter with a fucking left hook that put him to sleep.
That wasn't even a good punch. That's the worst part.
Wasn't a good punch. He went to sleep.
He hit him in the neck. He didn't hit.
Repeat after me. Ready? He was like fucking Shemp from the Three Stooges.
That was Garcia had his eyes closed, and that was literally a Hail Mary. Is what
And
that
your
was.
friend couldn't duck it or block it.
Well, no, because he made him miss his chin. He hit him in the neck. Hit right behind the ear. I've been hit there. It sucks.
So when you lose a fight like that, are you just like, fuck, what's the point of even continuing?
No, I saw him the next day. I went to his hotel room, and he was in good spirits. I mean,
Did you give him the chai tea bag? That'll cheer anybody up, Russell. Seriously, between you and me,
for his
that'll
black
cheer
eye,
anybody up.
In lieu of a steak, I kind of just put, it was the salt. Like, you remember when you were a kid, they'd put a steak on your black eye?
Yeah.
You got to shine that, kid. Here's a steak.
Not in Russell Peters' world.
Yeah. And then you can also put a tea bag on a sty.
They named the truck after the Tundra. That's named after his balls, because his balls, scientists had to come up with a name for how big his balls are.
And how dry they were.
Angie, and they came up with Tundra. They were like, we don't know what else to call it. One scientist said, we'll call it Jurassic, and another scientist said, that's not a size, that's a time period.
That is
the
correct.
Jurassic era. And there was like a whole thing at The Hague, I think. It was someplace weird where they do war crime stuff. And they were all like, why are we doing war? Why are we talking about a guy's nutsack where they try war criminals? And I remember, I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, the astrophysicist, said, have you seen his balls? They
true.
are war criminals.
In fact,
Hundreds of thousands of Jews were murdered. 50,000 Catholics, and we can't even get into the ethnic cleansing that your balls have done.
they've cleansed a lot of ethnics.
Kosovo and your nuts?
That's true.
Forget it. Forget it.
You should have seen the shit slobbing on Milosevic right here.
He begged to be put to death because
true.
they said, either cop to genocide or you're going to get the chai tea bag. And he didn't. I don't think people realize how
I think it was more of a racist
he didn't
reason
want it.
as to he just didn't want the Indian balls near him.
Yeah,
He's like, I'd rather die.
Where you've known me a long time, where I'm on Craigslist constantly.
Right.
In the search Indian balls, and then I get Indian balls, and it'll be like some fucking cricket team or something that's not at all a chai tea
Has
bag.
nothing to do with what you're looking for.
Right. So then you get it like, does this help your search? And then it's not exactly in the back of LA Weekly like, hey, I want an Indian guy who makes upwards of $10 million a year to put his balls in my mouth.
Yeah, you got to go to Backpages. You ever gone to Backpages?
I've been to Backpages, but they send me Indian women.
Yeah.
Or used to when I did this, but now that I'm just you're my guy. Thank God. It's like when you find a barber you like.
Yeah, it's hard.
Just thank God I found a tea bag guy that I like.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the same kick. It's got a good spice.
The spice, yeah. With the
But it's not-
coriander, the missing ingredient that we just figured out. But also, there's an element of danger with you because we're such good friends, and you know me so well that you will suffocate me with your balls. And then right when I start to black out, I don't know how you know it, you'll just pull it off my face. And I'm like, oh my God, I
Like a
almost
smotherer.
died. Huh?
Have you seen the smothering videos? It's like
Yeah, that's you smother me with your ball. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whereas like somebody that I just met, they'll be so afraid that they'll kill me and be tried for manslaughter. Whereas you're like, I'm not going to kill him, and if I do, I'll just say he fucking attacked me because he's a crazy person.
I'm not a weirdo,
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're all right. You know what? You don't need a mask. Just go. You know what? If you put your hat real down low, you just get up there and get it going.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Is she ready, or she's not expecting it? Right?
She actually has friends over, so you got your work cut out for you.
Are they?
And I would keep your hands up because they're going to hit back.
Okay.
Okay.
What is duck?
All right, well, you're going to have to do a lot of ducking. These
As long as I
chicks
don't
can.
duck Kukim, I'm good.
They can fight. All right. All right. You know what? Let's all go. Angie, you want a piece of this? You want to go upstairs with us? Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Let's do that.